Yeah, I'm killing it. Oh man, we got Miles Morales. Outfit is right.
Are you serious?
Whoa.
With the boots?
Of course. How did you get your mustache to stick out like that?
It's part of the character.
Wait. Bruh. Who did this?
I'm keeping mine on.
Bruh, I'm keeping mine on. You saw how good I look?
I'm already ripping out of this.
Oh my God.
That's a full size. That's a full size. She want every color. That's a full size.
Hello to every single member of the FS Army watching across the world. Of course, I'm your co-host, Brendan Dunne.
I'm at Welty.
Trinidad James, bitch.
And we have with us here today Shameik Moore, that's young Meek, came all the way from doing Publix voiceovers to voicing Miles Morales. Spider-Man himself is sitting here on the couch with us.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
I completely forgot about the Publix commercial.
We didn't forget.
Yeah, that's insane.
Season 15 premiere, and your show on Hulu, Wu-Tang, is premiering this week as well.
Yes, it came out yesterday, February 15th. Wu-Tang, we back. This is our third, final season.
Hey.
Shameik, we're going to talk about your sneaker history. The first thing I want to talk about, though, the shoes everybody has on feet. So, Welty, please tell us what you're wearing.
New year, New Balances. These are the New Balance 610 V1.
Nice.
Okay, what's it called? Taking a page out my boy Welty's book. My favorite New Balances, the Protection Pack 2002s. Hey man, shout out to my boy Guala and the gang over at Vault 134. They got a new store now. I love to see growth. My boys started in the streets, and now they got one of the hottest resale shops in the city. Thanks, guys.
On my feet, I got the good Spidey ones from Spider-Man Into the
Big
SpiderVerse.
short socks. That's my boy Brick.
Yeah, my boy Brick, Do, you know, that squad, this Atlanta
Yes, sir.
as well. So, yeah.
ATL, ho.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm doing the Stussy Air Max 2013. I didn't really like these at first, but I'm coming around on them, even though they kind of squeak a little bit when I walk.
You gotta put the powder inside.
Yeah, I might have to get some powder.
Shameik, those are pairs of sneakers that you love and have a close connection to. We're gonna talk about later. But what's the most regrettable sneaker purchase you ever made?
Yeah, see, I didn't grow up like that. Like I wasn't really a buy sneaker kind of guy. I was the type of dude that wanted to like be fly and get clothes and stuff, but no, I was raised in an all boys military school, and I was in like the Young Marines, like a Christian school. Everything was uniform until I was about in like 7th grade. That's when I hit DESA. Got kicked out of there, out of my acting classes and stuff. So I was trying to keep up, but nobody was really fly. Everybody, it was more about your talent in that school. Can you sing? Can you dance? Can you act? I feel like I was trying to keep up. I had like 2 pairs of sneakers, my Air
New
Forces.
sneaks every week.
Nah, I
Don't
wish.
be mad if your girl want a piece of me.
Hey, but they always wanted a piece of me, so. That's one thing. So when I was able to start buying like clothes and stuff, because even now, like, yeah, after Dope happened and stuff, I wasn't really purchasing mad sneakers. I started getting sent stuff. Adidas, Nike for sure was the first. Shout out to Nicole at Nike. She was like, "Oh yeah, we got you." And non-stop boxes like all the time. And then my relationship with Puma came in, playing Shaolin Fantastic.
Right.
So eventually I started buying sneakers, but like I still don't really like purchase sneakers like that. See, I was fortunate enough to come up around, like when I was able to start like purchasing things, I was able to be around the dudes that's like tastemakers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So we don't buy like things that are in for the moment. We purchase things that's like timeless. Things that you hold are things that you can give to your kids later.
Right.
It's like statement pieces and whatnot. So.
Got it.
But I
Pieces.
will say the neon off-white green Air Force Ones, I thought I was gonna wear more. It didn't happen.
You retired them?
Yeah, I mean, I just never really I probably wore them once, maybe twice, but like they just sitting in my closet for real. A lot of the stuff that's gifted, honestly, like the basketball sneakers, never really wear them. Everything I got, I like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, no, that's real, that's real.
This is important.
Yeah, I mean.
All right, let's talk sneaker news. The first piece of sneaker news we want to discuss is Nike making these custom shoe surgeon sneakers for LeBron James, beating Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's scoring record. I think this is wonderful work by the shoe surgeon, as always, but how did Nike not have a sneaker ready to go for this moment? Kind of weird that it's a custom. Shameik, were you ever on the LeBrons like that growing up?
No, but My first time being courtside at a basketball game, because I don't really watch basketball or football or any of those sports. So, but I can appreciate, you know, black excellence. LeBron is definitely like a iconic figure. Shout out to his recent accomplishment for most points in the game or something like that.
Yep.
And I was wearing the LeBron sneakers, and he looked at me. He was like, because we never met each other before, but I was wearing the unreleased LeBron, so it was
He's like, how'd you get those?
He didn't say it, but he was looking at me real quick.
He was thinking it.
Yeah, like.
I think that just in general, taking it back to our John Geiger episode and just understanding how with everything going on with Nike and they're doing lawsuits on Bape, they're doing lawsuits, they try Cool Kai, they try so many different people. They always have mixed feelings when it comes to Dom, the shoe surgeon. I don't even know if they let it rock. Like, it's just weird because I don't know what's going on here.
Like you're saying one thing and doing another.
So maybe he commissioned this himself because he wanted something that was like high luxury, where Nike doesn't do many shoes with this level of luxury on it just because of the materials and, you know, a lot of issues. Some of these materials you can't even legally do in LA.
Next bit of sneaker news. Later this year, it's been alleged that there's going to be $1,500 Air Jordans. I believe there's going to be low tops as well that I believe are $1,200 or $1,300 in 5 different styles. Are we here for a $1,500 Air Jordan 1?
I would never spend that money on like, I'm running a business, like, that sounds like money for yoga, chef, acupuncture, you know, boxing coach. Like, you know, they would need to, not like, yo, you gotta send me this, but if I had to, I would be reaching out, like, Jordan, they rock.
Do you put the ask out for, like, you see something you like and you ask for it?
Absolutely, like, especially with brands that I have a relationship with, like Jordan or Nike or Adidas or whatnot. It's like,
what's the sort of stuff that you're asking for?
Like, if my boy or like anybody brought this to my attention, like right now, and I see it and I'm like, oh, I like this. Can you email, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of how it goes for me. Like.
And is your like success like rate pretty good? Like if you ask for like a Travis Scott Air Jordan, they're just like, boom, here you go, or they're just
pretty much.
I don't know about the $1,500 ones though. I agree with you. I'm not spending that type of money on these. I'm paying the yoga instructor first.
Yeah, for sure. Like
they better have like real human skin on them or something super exotic.
Michael Jordan skin graft.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm just interested to see what Nike and Jordan thinks a $1,500 shoe
looks
is.
Like.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you buy designer shoes like I have in the past, like, you know, you've spent, Louboutin shoes cost $2,000 and they cost more. Like Rick Owens Geo boots cost $2,500. So
I will say I definitely spend money on like a Rick Owens boot or like a
Celine,
like Prada or something. You know what I'm saying?
Of
like,
course.
I'm more of a boots kind of guy. Sneakers, you know, I wear sneakers. I enjoy wearing sneakers, but
you're not going out and getting the $2,000, $3,000.
I'm not spending money like that.
Yeah.
It's always weird when a shoe that you know is $100, $200, referring to a Jordan 1, because this is not the actual shoe. No. This is just a mock-up.
And never forget they did those $400 Pinnacle Jordan ones years ago, and those did not age well.
So, you know, I just want to see what they, you know, what $1,500 looks like to Nike and Jordan, you know? Right. So, Shameik, let's get into when did sneakers start mattering to you? What's your earliest sneaker memory? My
earliest sneaker memory is when I got those Air Forces on the way. See, so I had saved up, let's say $100, $110 or something. That was some money for me at the time, okay? So I lived in the neighborhood, you know, so we used to go to each other's crib, like jump on the trampoline, you know, so I had a plan. We about to just go. Some people want Tim, some of us want like whatever we want. I wanted some white Forces.
Okay.
We're on the way. I remember being in the car with my boy's dad. It was the whole group of us in the car. And he stopped. You know, you got the nail salon, you got the...
Like a plaza, basically.
Like a plaza, it's a plaza, but there's like shoes out front and shit. Yeah, we got out the car and I knew, I was like, no, I'm not spending money here. Let's go to Foot Locker, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Stuff was on the
like, I don't know.
Flea market or something.
We went to basically a flea market on the way.
This guy had it out of his trunk or something?
Yeah, we got out the car, they gave him a deal. We'll give you 3 or 4 pairs of Air Forces for this amount. And he was like, oh, let's run it. Like, anyway, I got them. They were Forces, but to this day, I really just don't know if they was like, they just didn't give me the same vibe.
Yes, the feeling you need when you put on an Air Force One.
Yeah, like
a Foot Locker purchase.
Exactly. This was not the Foot Locker version of the Air Forces.
Right. The toe just like crumpled up like a piece of paper.
You know what I'm saying? So, okay, cool. So I went on and, you know, I'll never forget that I wore those sneakers for like 3 years.
Hey.
Did you ever have any connects who like worked at a sneaker store? Any help? Maria Lorraine, Athlete's Foot, or something like that?
Yeah, my so we used to go to Stonecrest Mall. After I started dancing, I went to this thing called the Dance Invasion. I met one of the dudes. He was like cold. He was in there cutting with his
Right.
insane. I never met anybody like this yet. So I was connecting with him, and it was like a whole group. I was initiated into this dance crew called Collision. And long story short, my big homie Jeremy, he used to go by J Smooth, who's now Jason Derulo's choreographer. And him and his little brother was working at one of them stores. I feel like it started with an S in Stonecrest, where they had sneakers or whatever. So that was my little plug. He gave me like 15% off for the fitted caps. Remember everybody was wearing the fitted caps back? Yeah.
Fresh about them all, new fit, new kicks.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't there all the time, but when I did, he had me on the 15%.
Wasn't there a point where you basically had to start over your sneaker collection because your feet grew a couple sizes?
Absolutely, yeah. Or just because like now I have a little bit more range to like, you know, sauce. But mind you, I'm talking about like 8th grade now. You know what I'm saying? So how old are you at that point? Like
13, 14. Yeah.
You know?
You had to take the insoles out to make them fit a little better, or?
Nah, it wasn't one pair of shoes the whole time. I feel like I ended up getting some like hand-me-downs. That is how I was getting sneakers. Like some of my older homies that were taller than me, or my younger homies was telling me just not wearing them sneakers anymore. You know, that's how I used to do it.
Build up a little connection.
Yeah, it was. That's how it was at first.
Shameik was introduced to you, I think a lot of people in the world, through the movie Dope. Your character in there, you're wearing Air Jordan 3s a couple times in the film. Do you remember that? Was that like cool to you at the time, or was it a big deal? Or
the shoe itself, you know, it had a part in the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the dude Lakeith took my shoe, but by the time Dope came, I still couldn't necessarily afford a whole bunch of stuff. That was like more of the opportunity project for me. Now I have a relationship with Nike because they love the movie. Now I have a relationship with so it's like, cool, now we're reaching out for things.
Shameik, you also play the incredible character of Raekwon in the Wu-Tang show in Hulu. Are you studying, I know of course you're studying mannerisms and things, but are you studying like the style of that person too? Like outfits and shoe choices, things like that? Or you let wardrobe handle that?
Yeah, I was the one to let wardrobe kind of do their job because I'm not getting paid for that. But as far as like tapping into Raekwon, it really just was his mannerisms. And I went to Canada, I was working on something else, and he met me for dinner, and I was just paying attention to everything. Not just what he was saying, but like how he was eating his food and like
notes.
Walking and embracing his mans, how he embraced me, how his mood changed based on what I was talking about. Like,
have you ever seen the Wu-Tang dunks?
The Wu-Tang dunks, nah.
They go for like $40,000-$50,000 or whatever. They're only made for like Wu-Tang and like they're like affiliates back in the day.
It's a rare one, man. Might have to ask Nike for that.
If only. See, that's the kind of moves I want to make. Yeah, for sure. We talk about shoe collection.
Shameik, we got to take it to the SpiderVerse for a second. How did you first figure out that Miles Morales was going to be wearing Jordans in the movie?
We record SpiderVerse for like 2 years at a time. So I remember doing a line where the shoelaces were untied. Let's say I did 40 minutes of different variations of your shoes are untied. It's a choice. You know, that's when they let me know it was I would be wearing Jordans.
Air Jordan 1?
Yeah.
It's just a big deal to have a superhero like in a sneaker that we all wear. You know?
For sure. I wish they let me talk a little bit more like a Brooklyn boy sometimes, but you know, it's cool.
Yeah, you gotta keep it PG.
Yeah.
You know, you're wearing the Spider-Man or the origin story Air Jordan 1s right now. When that shoe came out, did you get to like look at it through the process, or like did they ask for your input on it or anything like that?
No, they hit me up. They was like, Shameik, we want to send you a couple pairs. We want you to do a commercial. Jordan wants to connect. That's how it went for me. I was blessed. I was like, oh.
Official, they had you in the campaign, right?
Yeah, I did a campaign for Jordan.
You did an interview with Jinx for the Air Jordan website and everything.
Oh yeah. It was up there. Got invited to like a boat in Italy or something.
Trip in Italy.
I couldn't make it.
You had a trip in Italy?
Filming.
Oh.
No, it was Jordan, Michael Jordan, and like some.
Look, man, if Michael Jordan invites me on the boat, I'm skipping the shoot. I'm going to the boat.
Oh, so you didn't get to meet Michael Jordan himself? No.
No, I've never met him.
There's a new Spider-Man or SpiderVerse Jordan 1 coming out. Are you already aware of it as far as the shoe? Okay, cool.
Nothing you can say about it?
Package coming soon.
Package coming soon. I'm sorry. You seem disappointed. I'm sorry.
No, not at all.
I know there was like images that leaked on the internet, and you don't get any like whiff of that. People don't talk about it.
Like when I'm online, I'm looking at movies, boxing matches, or like interviews.
You don't get
with people.
added on Instagram, like people sending you like, hey, like.
Haven't got added about that.
I would think at least they'd be trying to get a pair from you. You know, like you're Spider-Man. People think that you can just give them a pair of Spider-Man Jordan 1s at any given time.
My friends definitely do.
Yeah.
For sure.
When it comes to, we have all the different versions of Spider-Man, and now there's a SpiderVerse and is Miles Morales. When it comes to this Spidey's style and your style, was there any type of like correlation or happy medium or through line that you had to find there to like really like lock in and do the voiceover?
I think that they like record our faces and our body movement and stuff while we're doing it. Yeah, Chris, Phil, and the thousands of animators that are working on it, and the producers, Christina, and etc. Everybody involved. I think they're intentional, and I think they kind of build around what they have. Like I want to make a point now, but I can't because I'll be ruining it for you guys.
Okay.
But there's things like they definitely look at me from the past and now and whatever, and like have little, oh yeah, like this will look good on this character.
Right.
Shameik, every single week here on the show, we punish someone in the worst take section for something terrible they did or said last week, as cited by the YouTube commenters. We make them switch out their shoes for something awful. This week it is Matt Welty for the end of the last season when he maybe questioned one of our guests.
I didn't question. You're not like skeptic at all that that's like.
Fake?
No.
You think it's fake?
No, I'm not saying that.
No, I'm asking, do you think it's fake?
I'm not saying it is, but I'm just saying.
do you think it's
Get
fake?
the black light and say that.
I don't know, that's
It was
what
just
they
a
said.
question.
So you have to take off your shoes. And we're gonna pass him these, it's kind of like a Jordan 13 thing, but not quite. No, not you, him. No, you're good, you're good.
Bro, don't put that
We're not
on, bro.
punishing
Do
you,
not put
no.
those on. Jesus, what
It
is
sounds like a
this?
fake like Adidas Boost thing on there and like a
Oh my
airbag.
God. That's a horrible
Pass those
shoe.
over to him.
Were these in that parking lot?
Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe.
Yeah, those are nuts.
Shameik, you said you like sent a lot of shoes from Jordan and Nike. Have you ever resold any of those sneakers?
No, I haven't even thought about it, honestly.
I'll take that one from you.
All right.
I'm like a dude that really like just keeps everything. No, that's so not true. You know what? I give a lot of clothes to my grandma's. She has like it's not a shelter, but it's a place where people come and get clothes.
Correct.
In
Like
Jamaica.
a community closet.
There's
You help donate
a
to
large
Homer.
amount of my clothes I don't wear anymore. I outgrew whatever that.
That's awesome.
Went to Jamaica, so.
That's what's up. Shameik, we also do a segment on the show. It's called Drip, Flip, or Skip. Drip meaning it looks good. Flip meaning that you resell, and skip meaning that you don't rock with it at all. Our first sneaker in Drip, Flip, or Skip is going to be the Stone Island New Balance 574. Have a New Balance guy to the right of me, Mr. Matt Welty. Drip, Flip, or Skip.
Love Stone Island. Love New Balance. Have been waiting for a Stone Island New Balance that looks like this since they did the 577s way back in the day, and you can't get your hands on those. So I really want these. These are Drip. Get the badge in.
Okay. Brendan Dunne.
I like these a lot, although I do think the badge is a little bit too big, but still a fan. I'm gonna call it a Drip. You might see me in some Telestella Ostiera pants with these on.
Okay.
You
Shameik.
might.
It's a skip.
Not a New Balance guy?
In my mind, it's in you, not on you. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I feel like I could wear anything, but it doesn't scream Shameik.
We've seen you in some Stone Island, so maybe I thought.
Yeah, I love Stone Island. I don't have an issue with New Balance, but Stone Island's gifted me some pieces before. I think I wore Stone Island. I did wear Stone Island in my music videos that are coming out soon.
Yeah, I have on New Balances today, but this New Balance, I'd rather leave it for Welty. It's a skip for me. And I don't really own my Stone Island. Nothing against the brand, I just don't own that much of it. Moving forward, shoe number 2, a shoe that speaks my type of language, Astro Boy Mischief red boot. Shameik, I would imagine you may have been seeing these all over the internet.
Yeah.
I must ask, Drip, Flip, or Skip, sir?
Skip.
You can't get a fit off with these?
Absolutely, I could. Yeah.
But you're not gonna.
No.
You're not gonna play that game.
I actually appreciate these because they made a pair of shoes that looks like nothing I've ever seen in real life before. Like they look like a cartoon or like a superhero or something. So I respect that, and for that I'll call it a drip.
Welty.
I like Astro Boy. I don't like Mischief. I do like these. There's no situation I feel like I could ever wear these. And
Right, as like a real human being walking down the street.
Look, it looks like a vinyl toy in sneaker form.
Okay.
It's a flip because I guess they're going for like over $1,000 on the internet. So
Yeah, maybe a flip. You know, I don't disagree with that. I just wouldn't. It's not me.
Okay, cool. I mean, well,
you've already worn them.
right, what am I saying? Like, come on.
If anybody can wear them, it's Trinidad.
Yeah.
I've already worn.
Well, you've worn one half of them.
Yeah, I mean, I've wore both too, but you just saw one half. But no, this is a drip for me. I mean, I love Mischief. I love disruptors. That's kind of what I do love. When you piss people off, it's like, you know, it's kind of like, have fun. You know, I look at something like this, what it's supposed to be. Like, it's not a Jordan 1. It's not a New Balance. It's not an Air Force 1. It's just a fun shoe.
It's a big red boot.
I look at it as like, man, I always want to be a superhero. You actually are a superhero. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to be able to put on an outfit that makes me feel like I'm in my version of superhero or my version of villain, because people who know me, I love a good villain. This is a big drip for a person like myself.
Yeah.
Moving forward in shoes, we got the Air Jordan 1 High 85s, black and white. Don't call these a Panda, even though they might be called a Panda.
These are going to be the Pandas.
Panda.
Shameik, I'll start with you, sir. Is this a drip, flip, or skip for you?
I mean, you could see me wearing these. Like, I might have had those on today. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
I don't know if I would say drip, but it's drip in this context. So yes.
Yeah, I like these and do call them the Panda. This is officially the Panda. I'm stamping it right here.
This isn't the red. Well, I don't know. It's not a bad shoe on any fronts. Just I feel like with the Panda connection, it's always going to get tied in with that. So it's a skip.
This is a drip. By normal sneaker standards, this is a drip. Like, if you never
It's not
heard of
offensive. Like, it's just a black and white Jordan.
Yeah, if you
Man,
never
it's
heard of
clean.
I like the High 85 aspect of it, though. Like, just
I mean,
like,
this is just a black and white shoe too, but
There's a few things wrong with those.
yeah, this is a drip. I'm not going to go against this shoe. I don't want it, but it's a drip, though.
Yeah. Feel you.
Shameik, we also do outfits on this segment, and it's no better outfits to do than your outfit, sir. Outfit number 1.
Oh shit!
Let's go!
I remember those shoes.
The Blazers.
Blazers.
Yeah.
Let's go.
My boy Kenny. Those are one of the shoes I was able to get.
those are the hand-me-downs.
No. This is one of the ones I was able to get with the 15% off.
Oh,
okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
What's your go-to breakdance move? Like, what's the move? Like, if it came down to it, you had to bust a move, everybody's looking, what's the go-to move?
This thing, you gotta start with your step,
Yep.
and then you hit the pin drop. Boom, you come around.
Got a windmill?
You might do a little.
Uh-huh,
about to spin it right now.
Yeah, and then you do the kick outs. You do
Okay.
the kick outs.
Bang.
Go up.
Giving us the whole
You
class.
You go around. What's that called? Shit, I did it in the get down. It's like the flip kick, whatever it's called.
Well, I mean, I must ask you, is this a drip, flip, or skip? You looking back at old Shameik?
I'm proud of the effort, but that's a skip.
it might be like a literal flip.
Yeah, that's what I was
Because
thinking.
you're
Yeah, flipping
breakdancing?
around. Yeah, that's what the same thing, a physical flip. And he's got the shoes untied just like Miles Morales. You know, it's
That
like
was
your
the-
younger
that's where
self.
the inspo came from.
That's the
Miles.
through line, baby.
That's Miles right there.
Come on.
Yeah.
Young
This is
Miles.
young you. This is even pre-Bad News Entertainment. This is
Oh
way
my
back.
God, yeah, that is insane.
Yeah, this is a trip. You know, I'm a big Blazer fan. you
Underrated
know,
silhouette.
especially for dancing, breakdancing. Come on, Blazers all day.
You're breakdancing?
No, but I love looking at it. I enjoy looking at a great breakdance competition. Trust me.
I'll watch it.
And I was a huge fan of the Get Down. It was a great show.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, see, when I did the get down, I actually started learning real breakdance moves.
Right.
Before then, I'm more like a crumper, ticker, popper kind of.
Hit the bird walk.
I did. Yeah, we used to do them dances in Atlanta.
When you were in
yeah.
the music video.
Yeah, I was. I was briefly in the music, all the Soulja Boy stuff.
Right.
Did Soulja Boy put you on the Bapes back in the day?
I never rocked any babes. I never owned any. I owned like the Scullies and like I think I had one jacket, but like no, never any babe sneakers. I used to throw on Supras.
Hey,
Yeah.
You remember? I used to throw
Chad
on
Musker,
Supras.
yep.
Super with the Supras on my feet.
Yeah, I appreciate the homework. I appreciate that.
Outfit number 2, Adidas Moore.
Damn. Yeah, no, I mean, at the time, I used to be proud of this look too, but like,
This was a look.
you know what I mean?
The hat backwards with the white joint.
I got the hat from my boy Kenny's 15% off.
Okay, he was really
Shout out Kid.
he was really coming through.
Yeah. So this is after Incredible Crew. I did a sketch comedy with Nick Cannon when I was like 16. So I had to be 16 right here. This is the green. What is it? The Hall of Fame Awards. The Hall of Game Awards. Look, I'm me, so I'm gonna say Skip.
Okay. Welty.
I was almost gonna say it's almost like a slippery slope because you kind of have like the Rocky style going on right here.
Jesus, whole Christ.
I feel like that, like the white button up, like ASAP Rocky.
Yeah, this is long before I met him, so that's interesting you said that.
I'm gonna call it a skip because I wouldn't have done the tongue fuck like that with we were doing that back in the day for sure, but
I was figuring it out. I ain't had no, I was figuring it out. I was figuring it out.
You got to grow somewhere. This is 16. Because skipping now, you wouldn't do this again. I don't think now at the age that you are now. Yeah. So this is a skip. This is a solid skip. Outfit number 3. Good brother. Where are you with this fit on though?
We are at the Kids' Choice Awards.
Okay.
For me, this is probably another skip because it's not me. It's like, I used to work with this stylist named Law Roach. He works with Zendaya and other really prominent actors. And I've worked with a few, I've tried like all these different like celebrity stylists but I didn't feel like I was tapping into my personal style. Like even right now, like this feels, I mean, you're meeting me. I'm not like dressed up in something that's not like a part of my swag. Like this doesn't feel like Shameik Moore. It feels like Law Roach dressed me, you know?
Referring to that. This is more you though.
This is me.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, this is me. So that's, it's not that it's a terrible outfit or nothing, you know, Law knows it's all love, you know what I'm saying? Let me be clear.
No, Law, it's over with.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be clear. It's just that right there feels like, you know, it's not me. It's not representative of my spirit, you know?
So this is a
skip for me.
Welty.
You said this was at the Kids' Choice Awards, right?
Yeah. I'm sure the brand was fired too.
No.
They gifted, you know,
but I feel like given that context though, given it's like Kids' Choice Awards, this outfit's kind of like Nickelodeon vibes, and it's, I don't know, in that context to me, it's a drip. It's like you're about to go compete in guts or, you know.
Y'all got any good outfits on here?
Well, we didn't try to pick bad outfits. I'm not mad at the outfit.
So Brendan Dunne.
I'm gonna call this a drip, but I know what you mean now, meeting you and realizing this makes more sense for what you're wearing now for you. But still, this is a good shoe. You can't be mad at the shoe.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a skip because I don't like the shoe, period.
You can't be mad at the shoe. You don't like the...
I've never liked that shoe. Not the lime green one. I mean, do I own it? Like, you know how many shoes I got. Like, I don't own it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't own that shoe?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't want it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for free, I will rock it once for free. And then, like, I mean, I'm not mad at the outfit. This is like putting it out there like, oh, I'm trying to be fashionable.
Right.
Whereas, like, your fashion is more like, if you know, you know.
Right.
I got you.
And you know, again, like Law is Law Roach. Like, let's be clear.
All respect.
I don't want him to feel like, you know, that is him. It's not me. You know what I'm saying?
Shameik, before we get out of here for the day, we want to breeze to the comment section and see what people have been saying about us on YouTube for the past week, which is always a fun time. We have one from Joseph Vigil saying, I just admit I'm not a Bach boy, but I have an imaginary tattoo of my dedication to the
imaginary
FSR.
tattoo.
Get a real tattoo.
You have the real FSR tattoo.
Yeah, he's got it. Mosh, not that Mosh though, says, the crisp neoclassical yellow text on the blue is iconic, not just for IKEA. FSR made it their own. Thank you for that. Lalo Espinoza says, Complex got a new subscriber only because of you guys. Wow.
Subscribe to Complex where you can watch our show.
Thank you for watching. This season 15 premiere, of course, I'm your co-host, Brendan Dunne.
I'm at Welty.
James.
Shameik Moore.
On every color, that's a full size. Buy a 6 for my kids, bought a 7 for my chick.
Yep. Come on. Dude, what the fuck, man? No, I can't do it myself. You're gonna have to pull from the bottom. This shit is crazy, bro. I want to push it good. All right. Almost. Yep, it's coming. It's coming. Yep, there you go. My God.
30s.
She want every color, that's a full size. That's a full size.